Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Friday, 29th day of April. Here we go. Some general rules as far as the counting of Sefiras HaOmer. Best time to count the count of Omer is every night after nightfall. That's the time when Shabbos ends in your area. It's when it's all dark. If you need to, because you're afraid you're going to forget if you count that late in the evening, you are allowed to count with the congregation. Like, let's say there's a shul, which is davening Marav right after sundown. You are allowed to count with them because after sundown it is nighttime officially. It's a little bit early, but you can do that if you're with the congregation because that's going to help you remember, and the congregation is allowed to do it then if that's when they're davening Marav. If you'd like to count later when it's nightfall, here's a good thing that you might want to consider doing, and that is you announce to yourself that I'm counting on condition. I'm going to count right now with the congregation without a bracha, and I'm going to have this be my count on condition. On the condition that I forget and I don't do any other count this evening, let this one just count and I'm done. On the condition that I remember later to count, then this one is not my count at all, and I'm going to count later with with a bracha later after nightfall, the full proper way that I want to do it, and then your earlier one will not count. Your later one will count when you remember, and you'll make the bracha and everything, and that'll be most wonderful. All you got to do is say, I'm counting now with the congregation, but I'm doing it on condition. If I forget, then let this just be the one. If I remember, I'll count later. This one won't count, and I'll count later with a bracha. If this is confusing you, just ask your rabbi to fill you in on it more, but this is the basics on how it would work. Some other basics: if you forget to count at night, you can always count during the daytime without a bracha. If you forget totally for a whole day, and let's say you missed number 25 and you remember sometime during the night of the 26th, you say, oh no, I didn't count last night, I didn't count today, all day through the day. You cannot continue to count anymore with a bracha because you broke the chain, kind of. And what you should do is continue to count each night afterwards, but just answer amen to the chazen's bracha as he fulfills the mitzvah for you of the bracha, and then you count to all the other nights without a bracha, because that would happen to you if you missed one totally. But if you ever remember during the daytime, you can always quickly make your correction during the daytime. That count of the daytime will count for you, and then the next night you'll continue with a bracha. This too, I said kind of quickly. If it confused you, ask a rabbi to clarify it for you. Just wanted you to know some of the basics. Have a great Shabbos. Thanks for logging on. Log on again after Shabbos for more. Bye-bye.